Wiggity wiggity wiggity, what's up, squids? Today we're going to learn how to make YouTube thumbnails for Skater XL in Adobe Photoshop. So I have an alternate YouTube channel called Broken Bushings Gaming. I do Skater XL content, and yeah, I've been doing it a little while. It's been a lot of fun. So we're going to learn how to make some of the thumbnails that you see like this, where I have kind of made a title of the video with a colored background, and kind of edited the photo itself so you can see like an outline around the character and maybe even make the background a different color to make your character pop a little bit more. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Going to open up Photoshop. Going to go to File, New. Going to name mine Skater XL Thumb. For the width, I'm going to choose 2710 pixels. You can click the drop down here to change it to pixels. Yeah, 2710 by 1525. Make sure your resolution is at 300, so it's nice and crisp no matter what size YouTube resizes it to. And we do want the color mode to be RGB. So click OK. First thing I'm going to do is just get rid of this background. If you can see, you can't delete it from here, so just click to add a new layer on top of it. Then you can click the background and delete it. So now we're working with a transparent background. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is place a screenshot that I actually took from gameplay. So I'm just going to hit enter, just going to do it just like that. Yes, and a couple of things to note about this screenshot. A lot of the action that we're going to actually mess with is in the left side of the screen. And that's because I want to put like the title of my video, maybe the Skater XL logo, and whatever else on the right side. So yeah, if we just look here, that's kind of how I do it for these. So that's kind of what we're trying to do. So let's just go ahead and pull kind of a colored rectangle. You can just go here. If there's a different shape selected, just click and hold, and this drop down should come out. And then you can click the rectangle tool. Alright, so I'm not going to pull any specific size. Just going to kind of pull roughly like that. It shows white, so let's just double click inside this. And now I'm just going to pick like an orange or something like that just to kind of match this orange here. You can kind of click through the swatches, or you can just cycle through the colors like this on your own. But yeah, I'm gonna click this orange. Oop, not that one. Yeah, this one. And I'm gonna click OK. Alright, just looking at that, that looks pretty good. Now I want a text layer over the top of this. So I'm just going to click the text layer. Just going to click in here. And I think I want to put the Skater XL logo here. Alright, so kind of some issues that I want to fix automatically. Mostly I want people to know that this is how you make YouTube thumbnails. So just going into my text tool, I'm going to click between YouTube thumbnails. I'm going to make these words a lot bigger. So hitting shift, I'm going to hit shift return, so it soft returns to yeah, just to the next line like that. And yeah, I'm going to make YouTube thumbnails really big. So go into the character. I'm using Futura. You can use pretty much any bold font. But yeah, I'm just going to use Futura for this. And yeah, I'm just going to go here and just play with the size and leading. See how that looks. Go a little bit bigger. Maybe letting like that. Just going to click out. I think that looks pretty cool. I click in just with the text tool again, just to kind of rough how I want this. Maybe I want this even further down from the how to make. So I'm just going to highlight that top line, and I can adjust it like this. And yeah, I still kind of want even more of a distinction between these, so maybe I make that black. I think that looks pretty cool. Oops. Yeah, maybe I'll even make that a little bit bigger as well. So yeah, just again using the character panel, just highlighting and just kind of manipulating, yeah, just the text until I kind of like how it looks. You can kind of copy me, you can kind of do your own thing. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. And yeah, just kind of constantly adjusting. Yeah, this bottom can go down a little bit more too. Again, just using the character panel just to kind of edit it. And yeah, actually I want the logo where this Skater XL thing is. So I'm just going to delete that, and we're going to find a logo online. So I'm just using Brave. I just searched Skater XL PNG. This is on DuckDuckGo, not Chrome, or not Google. So yeah, kind of like this one, you can see that it's a large file with a transparent background. So view file, I'm just going to control click, go to save link as, and that's good. Just Skater XL logo 3x. We can just save it like that. Alright, going back into Photoshop. I want to place this file, so I'm just going to go to File, Place. Found it here just on our desktop. Alright, should look like this. We should have these like transform controls. So let's just click, hold shift on the corner, and we'll just scale it down like this. I'm going to scale it about to here. You can kind of play with it using the move tool to nudge it over. It's still a little bit big, so I'm just going to click the corner again so we see that transform. And then I'm just going to hold shift and click in the corners, or drag in the corners rather. We'll go to 550, yeah, something like that. I think that looks pretty cool. I do want it to be white to match this though. So the quick way that I'm going to do that is going to highlight the layer over here. We're going to go to FX, Color Overlay. You can see it changed to gray. Let's just double click that. Let's go to the number here, the hex code, and let's just type in F 6 times. And that'll be perfect white. Let's click OK. I think that looks pretty good. Highlight both of these just to center it up a little bit better. Actually, I'm going to change it around a little bit. Looking at it, I kind of want the YouTube thumbnails part to be black and everything else be white. So let's just go to the text tool, highlighting our text layer. Click that. We'll hit the white swatch. Then we'll highlight YouTube thumbnails and hit the black. And then you can just hit Command Enter. Yeah, I think that brings good attention to this. And yeah, lets everyone know what the video is about. So I'm kind of happy with this section for now. So I'm just going to hide them because we're going to make some edits to the photo. Alright, so what I want to do to this photo is I want to kind of gray out the background, and I want to have an outline around him to kind of bring him out. So I'm just going to do a quick selection of him. So I'm just going to hit W on my keyboard. That is the quick select tool here. And it'll kind of like, depending on the size of your brush, you can just kind of copy mine. Hardness 87, spacing 1%. We'll just do the size 9 pixels. We might change this around, but yeah, we're just going to click and start dragging around where our character is. Let's make sure to get his leg. Kind of want to get this rail too. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of get it roughly in. Make sure you get his shoe and stuff. That's cool. And let's get the skateboard as well. You kind of see the edges like that. Just kind of click and keep going. Oh, and I see his face. Didn't get all of his face. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it like that. We're gonna make some adjustments to it. But let's go ahead and let's hit this layer mask button here. So with everything selected, we're just going to hit that layer mask. And now we can kind of use Z to zoom in. We just want to color in the parts of this that shouldn't really belong there. So make sure you're not clicked on the thumbnail here. You're clicked inside this mask, and you'll see these brushes. We want the black to be in the front. Literally hit your brush tool now using B on your keyboard. And yeah, we just kind of want to brush in these sections here until we just see our character. You can kind of adjust the size of your brush if you want to go faster or need it to be more detailed. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of roughly go in. You can also use the brackets on your keyboard to make quick brush size changes on the fly. So you can get really detailed with this. I'm just going to go pretty quickly. Make sure you get some of this noise that's on the back too. Anything you want to like smooth out, that works. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through some of these. Gonna take all of this information out. Literally just painting in, or painting out rather, the sections that I don't want highlighted in the end. Yep, just like this. Some of his hands I'm gonna not get too detailed with. Just gonna get the rough outlines. Again, you can get pretty detailed with some of this stuff, but we're just making it quick. And yeah, this is kind of a easier way just to make a quick selection. I could have messed with the quick selection wand tool, but I like doing it this way because you kind of get smoother edges too by just brushing it out yourself. And yeah, also trying to show you that you don't have to take this stuff like super serious. I used to get like really particular about like everything had to be pixel perfect, but sometimes it's fun to just rough it in, just kind of get it done. If you hate it, you can fix it later. So yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about that kind of stuff. Just gonna rough it in like that. Get this last little section, then we'll call it quits. Oops. There we go. Zoom back out. I kind of missed this section here. Oh, and a lot of sections. Alright, so I'm going to do this a little bit quicker. All I'm doing here is using the quick selection tool all the same. Let's just click and drag. That was a little bit too much. So now holding Option, we'll kind of subtract that out. Track this little bit out. And then I'm just hitting Option and Delete, and that's filling it with black. Filling our selection with black. So yeah, that's again another way. I'm going to hit Command D to get rid of that selection. That's another way you can kind of rough in. And so we're not just like selecting or painting out the whole time. Oops. Get this one last skateboard section, then we'll be good. There we go. Alright, yeah, now this is kind of the shape that we're going to outline. But I want to bring back my my original photo. I forgot to make a duplicate of it. So let's just hold Option, click and drag to this new layer. That's fine. We can just name it Copy. And we want to get rid of this mask. So just highlight the mask and delete it. Oops. I'm sorry. Highlight the mask and drag it to the trash can. Now we can put it here. So now we have this selection on top. So let's add a stroke to it just so we can see it. Go to Effects with the top layer selected and go to Stroke. It's size 1 now, so let's just highlight it a bit more. Do the position to the outside. And yeah, let's crank it up pretty large, something like 30. And it's gray. Let's just do the same thing. Go to the hex and just type in F like that. All right. Again, has some little issues like here, but we can always just go back to our mask layer and just kind of brush that stuff out. Yeah, no big deal. You can always like kind of do it like, you know, switch out, like using X, switch out the black and the white just to quickly make adjustments. That's kind of a fun thing about doing it this way. Get rid of that. Get rid of these. Yeah, not too bad. Just gonna leave that like that. Yeah, very cool. I think that looks good. And yeah, let's take this layer now, and we can add an adjustment layer to it. We're just gonna go to Brightness Contrast. Let's contrast it a lot. Maybe make it a bit brighter. Actually, let's make it darker. Changed my mind. Yeah, let's just go like that. Yeah, 21 and 85, and we can even add like more adjustment layers to it, like hue, saturation. Maybe saturate it a little bit more. Won't go quite that much. We can even change like the hue to like, you know, make it look all crazy. I think I might do something like that. Yeah, you know, whatever. You know, just kind of make your own adjustments to it just to help your, you know, thing pop a little bit more. I'm gonna click back into hue and saturation. I kind of went too crazy with it. So yeah, let's just go back just to kind of normal. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Like the blue and the and like the orange, I think is really nice. Yeah. And now all we want to do is just save it for web. So hit Shift, Option, Command S. That's going to save for web. Let's go up here and just make a JPEG. Yeah, make sure the image size is still real big like this. Hit save. Skater XL thumb. And that's ready to be uploaded to YouTube. Oops, sorry. And just applied to your thumbnail just like that. So yeah, again, this is Cool Guy Designs, aka Broken Bushings Gaming. Just wanted to show everyone how I make thumbnails for Skater XL. Yeah, a lot of people ask me how to do it, so hopefully you can do it like this and make, you know, do your own tips and tricks to make it your own. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.